A whimsical riverside tea, if you don't mind the heat and a few flying guests. The good, the bad, the ugly, and the yummy of afternoon tea, Guelph, Ontario, Canada edition. I recently went for afternoon tea by myself to the Boathouse in Guelph. I have been here at least 5 times for their tea service. This was a last-minute day before booking, so I didn't have time to find a friend to come with me. But I still ordered tea for 2 so you can see what it looks like. And I actually did a TikTok live since I didn't have a friend to chat with. So you'll see a tea for 2 guests in this review. Starting with the good, some people may argue that this venue is good, and I can half agree. It is a very casual tea venue, so as long as you know that, you might like this location. Here, you are literally having afternoon tea inside an old boathouse beside the river. There is no air conditioning, nor heat I would imagine, so they are closed in the winter months, so it's only a seasonal location. On the day I went, the doors were open and there were quite a few fruit flies and bees flying around. You may see me shooing them away. They have an ice cream shop at the front of the building and a patio beside the river. That's nice, right? Well, it is if you know what to expect. Again, a very casual venue, and it's perfect for taking children to enjoy their early afternoon tea experiences. The price here is also good at $33 per person, which includes a lighter afternoon tea of 3 finger sandwiches, 1 scone, and 2 sweets. So, if you like an approachable, non-pretentious afternoon tea, this venue would be good for you. Bring your kids here. The bad. The thing I always hate here is that the sweets are shared. When you're 2 guests, each guest gets 2 sweets from 4 options, and they do not match. So you either have to decide who gets which sweet, or cut them in half to share. I hate this method. To me, each guest should get each sweet type. It didn't matter today because I was by myself, so I had all 4 sweets to myself. But with a tea guest, this is the bad aspect for me. On this visit, my table was served 4 chocolate sweets. I love chocolate, but having all 4 be chocolate was an odd choice, lacking variety, and none of these tasted stellar or stand out to me. The ugly, while some folks may call this venue the good, some may call it the ugly aspect. I can agree with that because it's not a fancy spot to take afternoon tea at. It's very hot in here, very busy, very loud, and did I mention it's very casual? This venue is certainly not my ideal tea venue, so buyer beware. This venue is not ideal for everyone. Also, the service here is always pretty shoddy, at least on my 5 visits. Today wasn't horrible, but certainly not a white glove service experience. The yummy, the reason I come back here is for the scone. Each guest is served 1 scone with a shared pot of whipped cream and strawberry jam. I had recently heard that the Boathouse has clotted cream on hand, so you know I had to ask for it, so I gave it a try, and voila! I was able to get real clotted cream. You can see how different it is from the whipped cream. This scone seems to be a more classic scone to me. It's sweeter than some and a cakey texture, and when paired with the clotted cream and jam, it was really delicious. When I heard the table next to me order a cream tea, scones with tea, I made sure to tell them the insider tip that they could request real clotted cream. Sure enough, they were served the whipped cream, but they were able to request real clotted cream too, so this is double confirmation. It was a $2 add-on to my bill. Be sure to ask for clotted cream here like a real tea pro. I will also note that their tea options here are very good with more than 30 options. The 2 teas I chose were Wild Cherry and Lady Grey. They were both flavored black teas because that's what I like. They were loose-leaf teas inside tea sachets, and both tasted good. It's also nice that they serve quite a bit of fresh fruit on their afternoon tea tier. It's always pretty, but I do not like that they include non-edible flowers here. While pretty, everything served should be edible, and these flowers are not edible as far as I know, so hit and miss on the presentation aesthetic. Overall, this afternoon tea gets top marks for their scone, especially if you know to ask for proper clotted cream. But I would only invite a small number of people to join me for tea here because of the venue and the lighter food fare. For example, I know this venue would not be enjoyed by my grandma very much. So choose your tea guest wisely and you'll have a nice casual tea. My Queen of Afternoon tea rating cannot exceed 3 stars out of 5, based on the food quantity, the quality, besides that scone, and the venue. How about you? Would you enjoy having afternoon tea in a boathouse? Would you go? Will you be adding this one to your seasonal venue tea list? Share your impressions in the comments below, and please like and share this video to help my channels grow. P.S. Shout out to Dee, who spoke to me outside afterwards about her love of my videos. It caught me off guard, but it was super cute of you to approach me. Thanks, Dee.